Chicken vegetable sauce is simply a combination of chicken, vegetables, and spices, all loaded with vital nutrients and beneficial to your health. In this video, I'll be sharing how I made this yumminess. You can feel free to add or adjust the vegetables to your taste. I served mine with white rice, and believe me when I say this was delicious. I will be sharing the ingredients I used as well as the procedure step by step. This was the chicken I used. I spiced and marinated with dried onion, which are shallots. I used ginger and garlic, curry and thyme. I used pepper. I used dried habanero pepper and the black pepper, which we all know as Cameroon pepper. It was hot. I used seasoning cubes and salt. This is the salt. Just add salt to taste. I'll be using this onion. I'll be using one to marinate first. Then later, I will use the other. So let's begin. First, the spices. There we go in now. Here is the seasoning cube. I used 2. Next is the dried onion, the shallots, ginger, garlic, curry, thyme, and the peppers. Okay, here is the onion. I grated the onion. You can slice, cut, or chop yours. If you want to grate it, you can go ahead. I added salt, just salt to taste. Once that is done, I stirred to incorporate all of them, mix properly. Once that is mixed, I marinated this for 30 minutes. It was kept in the fridge. You can go more or even less depending on what you want. At the end of 30 minutes, I added water and started cooking these because the chicken I used is strong chicken. It will have to cook for a very long time. I prepared the vegetables, carrots, bell peppers, green beans, spring onions, green peas. I used cabbage and white onion. All vegetables were cut following a particular pattern. This will give it a very beautiful look. You can follow a particular pattern of your choice if you want. If you don't really want this, you can go with any pattern of your choice. Look at that. The red, yellow, green pepper, the carrots, the cabbage, the white onion and the spring onion, the green beans and the peas. Next, I move on to the thickener I used. I used corn flour. You can use cornstarch or just plain flour. I sieved this not just to incorporate air, but to make sure there are no lumps and dirt. Don't just assume there are no lumps or dirt in this flour, whether you're using it for cooking or baking. Always sieve your flour, okay? It is very important to do this. Once that is done, set it aside. This chicken has been cooking for more than 20 minutes. I simply stirred to make sure that it is now tender. I added the white onion and the spring onion. Stir that. The chicken I used is a very hard one. If you are using soft chicken, you might not cook for this long period of time, or you might even cook for more, okay? Depending on the chicken you are using. Once the chicken is well cooked, go ahead and introduce the vegetables, starting with the hard ones. You can see carrot is now in. Carrot is a bit hard. If you are using any other hard ingredient, it should go in now. This is the flour. I simply added about 2 tablespoons and added water. This will help me to form a paste with this. Once a paste is formed, I will set that aside. If you sieved, it will be easier for you. If you didn't sieve, there might be lumps. So make sure you stir that very well and keep it aside. Next, we head back to the pot, which must have cooked now because my carrot is very strong. Next is the green beans. I added the green beans followed by the peas. Add the peas and combine properly. Make sure you stir that properly. If there's need to add salt, more seasoning cubes or curry, add them now. Next are the bell peppers. The bell peppers are very soft. They don't need too much heat. So add that, stir properly, and add the cabbage. Okay, these are the red, green, and the yellow bell peppers. Look at this sauce, man. It is now popping. Can you see that? Can you see this vegetable sauce? It is now popping. Once that simmers, remember you are not cooking this. Add the cabbage. The cabbage again is very soft. It doesn't need much heat. So as you are adding the cabbage, stir to mix properly and add the corn flour or the cornstarch or the plain flour you already mixed. Before adding it in, make sure you stir completely because by now it must have settled. Make sure you stir that before adding little by little into the sauce. You don't want a very thick sauce, right? You just want something in between. Remember, as this cools down, it gets thicker. So, as you are adding the thickener, watch that so that it won't get thickened when it gets cold. I added that little by little while stirring. Once it reached the consistency I want, it was done. This is done. You can see all the vegetables are still alive. You can serve with white rice, of course. That was what I served with. Look at that. Is the color not popping? This is nutritious. This is healthy as well. Would you be making this recipe? When you do, let me know how it goes. Mine was delicious. It was yummy. Anyone that tasted this wanted more. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Cheers to your success. Keep being amazing. Bye-bye.